Welcome back. You're watching Taking Stock, where we're taking stock of a truncated week, but one that gave a lot of joy to traders and at the same time a bit of despair as well towards the end. So what does that mean? We have Sudarshan Sukhani now joining us to make sense of the week gone by and any kind of profitable trades for next week. Sudarshan, hi. Good to have you on the show. Now, what do you make of the trade? For last 2 days or last 1.5 days, you've been saying it's a no trade zone now. But that doesn't help our viewers. So just give us some trades, either on the Nifty or on the Bank Nifty, the overall setup of this market.
It does help the viewers because viewers are real traders and they understand, like I am a real trader, they understand that sometimes the markets are so choppy and volatile intraday that whatever trade you take is likely to get stopped out, and eventually the direction will be what you have taken, but you would be out of the market before that. In fact, I heard Sonia say the same in one of the shows, and I was very pleased that because I was in agreement. So this is not a good time to enter the markets. Monday could be stable, and that means that from Monday onwards, or rather, because we'll only know about the stability or when the markets are eventually closing. So from Tuesday onwards, we could be back to business as we are. But perhaps Monday is really a no-trade day. You don't know how volatile this market could be. Once volatility subsides, then we take these trades. And what are these trades? I'll quickly explain. The market trend is up. The Nifty is sideways, but if the Nifty holds on to its current levels, 8850, then we would assume that 8850 is acting as support, and we would actually be buyers. But all of this should start from Tuesday onwards.
Okay, Sudarshan, hi, welcome to the show. Well, you've given us enough help for the traders, so now let's get some help for long-term investors. I know we generally ask for Diwali bets on Diwali, but since it's Holi, let me ask you for some long-term Holi bets. What are the 1 or 2 or even 3 stocks, if you'd want to give us, that you would buy now and you would hold until the end of the year to give you good returns?
Well, that's a very reasonable time frame. It's not about 2 days. It's about almost 10 months, and that's good enough. I would buy TCS. TCS has been it has been little laid back and it underperforms Infosys and HCL Tech. But it's going to get its act together again. The stock is excellent in all respects. You know the fundamentals better than I do. On the chart, it's moving into a narrow range of about 4 to 6 weeks. A breakout from this range should reward traders, or rather reward investors in the next few months. So TCS would be a bet. The second of my buying ideas would be ICICI Bank. Banks have been volatile, and the chances are it's quite possible that we could see a deeper correction in the Nifty, which would certainly come in the banks also. But a trader and investor who's looking at 10 months should not be worried about it. You just be patient, you buy State Bank. As the next year starts, 2016, it should be higher. It's also a perfect blue chip. And the third is Dr. Reddy's. Dr. Reddy has been an underperformer in the pharma sector, but that's probably going to change. It was in a trading range for 4 months. As we speak, it's breaking out of that range, and that tells us that what has happened to Sun Pharma or Lupin could easily come about in Dr. Reddy's. So 3 ideas, all blue chips.
All blue chips indeed. Sudarshan, a word on the 2 stocks which really stood out last week. One was Hindustan Unilever on the way up, and the other was actually not a stock but the Bank Nifty. What kind of trade would you initiate on that?
Well, liver is best. It's a watch. You just watch Unilever now. It rallied a lot. The chances are it will go into a consolidation, and we won't know when it goes into a consolidation. So if you own it, you must hold it. Higher levels are coming in it, but there's no rush to buy. My only point is that you'll probably get it at a better price and certainly a better time, because liver could go into a time correction. So that's a story of patience. There's no rush there, but you should acquire it soon at some point. That point may not be now. With the Bank Nifty, I'll just separate it. For the short-term trader, if the Nifty holds to its levels of 8850, the Bank Nifty has already held to its own support levels of 19,400 approximately. So next week, the Bank Nifty and the Nifty would become opportunities whenever stability comes in the market. But for the long term, for the intermediate term, I would be a little afraid of buying banks, the Bank Nifty as such. Individual banks are probably a better play.
Okay. Just one more word on the market scenario itself. Sudarshan, on Thursday, I remember you mentioned a word, the doomsday scenario. We haven't heard that in a very long time, but just wanted to flesh that point out a little bit. If we do see a correction, do you see the Sensex go to 25,000, 20,000? What could the intermediate bottom be?
Well, I related to the Nifty.
Sure.
I think there will be a correction this year. That correction could be both. In terms of time, we could simply go into a consolidation for 6 or 8 months, and that would be terrible because it would mean the markets will do nothing. And some of the correction could be in terms of price, and a Nifty of 8,000 approximately. I mean, it could be 8,200, it could be 7,900, and no one knows that. But a Nifty of 8,000 is a possibility. That would mean that this time we could actually have a 10% correction. So, but before that correction, it's quite possible that, Sonia, you could be pleased to see the Sensex cross 30,000 again.
Okay. Well, on that relatively optimistic note, we let you go, Sudarshan. You have a great holiday, and we'll see you again hopefully on Monday. Anuj and me as well have our holidays lined up, so we're not going to waste any more of our time. Thanks for watching Taking Stock. Have a good weekend. See you again on Monday.